blame, you net it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some should stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some should stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Stacking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. Should stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle piece. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some should stick it in the ballroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP Money. My name is AJ, I am the team lead here, and today is going to be another really different approach. Again, usually we do our daily live AMAs with our reactor rollover and our detonator rollover. However, we're not going to be able to get to that today. We have been on an absolute marketing tear, so I've done 14 AMAs in the last like 4 days or 6 days. I lost track at this point. So I just wanted to jump on really fast and give some updates. Again, don't forget to compound in Reactor. You know, we're not going to be covering it live today like we usually do, but I want to give everybody one more final reminder to make sure you get all your rewards by compounding in Reactor. But again, I missed this AMA yesterday within our own community. I had a bit of a family emergency, but everything is okay now, and I didn't miss one AMA, or we as a team didn't miss one AMA, I should say. LA and Bull Gates absolutely killed it for us yesterday. While again, I was dealing with some family issues. Again, everything's good. My wife is fine. It was a little scare with our baby. As a lot of you know, we have one on the way. But everything was good to go now. We're right back at it. And today, we did an amazing run of AMAs. I'm going to list them all off right now. But I know LA is here as well. LA, you want to give a quick hello? I know Bull has been in and out all day today. So I don't know if he's here. But LA, while I pull up my notes, just say hello for sure. So
hey guys, yeah, it's been one hell of a day. It's been so exciting, and I mean, AJ has stayed on point all day long. You can't even tell that he's tired at all. He's been the same level of enthused all day long, just bang, 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 one after the other. The final one, we only had 10 minutes, and he had to tell an audience who had never heard of us before all about EMP and the NFTs in under 10 minutes, and he pulled it off seamlessly. I was just so impressed.
amazing. Thanks, Ella. Yeah, that one was hard, I gotta admit. You know, I've literally been going nonstop today. And again, I mean, I say that not to look for, you know, sympathy. I mean, this is what it's all about. I mean, I've never been more excited about our ecosystem. It's been so amazing to be able to share that with everybody. And, you know, I know all these other projects say they have marketing teams and are doing AMAs, but no freaking project out there has done 14 AMAs back to back in 6 days or 4 days. And LA, we have even more coming tomorrow as well, right?
Yeah, there's 6 more in the next 2 days, so buckle up.
I love it. So yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. And again, we're gonna make these recap AMAs here at night. short and sweet, but just to give everybody a heads up. So again, today we were on with Crypto Memio. I can't say it right, but I think that's right. JC Crypto, Jonathan Seller did a video, and of course James Pelton. That one is hilarious. If you don't have time for one AMA, watch that one, because I definitely give James a hard time about the dumpster fire that we've seen. But we love James. Again, Danny, myself, and James have a personal relationship as well, and that really came across on that AMA. So, and we also did DGen Protocol. Again, shout out to the DGen Protocol. That's a group, a pretty small group, but those are all crypto OGs, man. Again, I've known the people in that group literally for 5 years. So, some amazing individuals in the DGen protocol. And finally, like LA said, Alpha Shares NFT. That was a Twitter space, and my God, I've never had to explain EMP in such a fast, but concise manner, and I think we pulled it off. So yeah, LA, I think it was you can call today a success for sure. I know when I look at my feed on YouTube, like literally 8 out of the 10 new videos are about EMP and our NFT. So I'd say that's a good testament to what we're trying to roll out here for sure. All right. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And literally there's nobody out there who can say that there's a crypto project with a team lead who works harder than you or is willing to do more than you to make their project a success. If you can show me one, I'll eat my words, but I don't believe that there's one out there.
Right on, LA. Well, again, much love to the entire team. Again, it's a collaborative effort. I mean, literally, LA, once we brought her on as an official team member, she took over, the role of lead marketing and PR. And, she has been working her ass off in the background, literally setting all of these AMAs up. So all I have to do is show up and deliver. And again, I mean, I've said it before, but we have the absolute dream team in terms of who is here at EMP. And Bull Gates, again, my co-host with the most, all of us. Jake, the developer, has been, again, killing it in the background, getting ready for the mint on Sunday. So we're all here making it happen. So, all right. And so there are a few other things I wanted to go over. Just some more recaps, and then again we're gonna wrap it up a little bit early. I'm happy to answer a few questions if anybody has them, and then I gotta get some rest for another marathon tomorrow. But the number one thing is the eShare BNB farm closure. There is still over $900,000 of LP in those farms, so a lot of you have been really happy to see the APR go up in the EMP ETH LP farm, and that is one of the main reasons because we were able to close that farm. But if you have eShare BNB on the farm on our website, or if you have it in any of the auto compounders, so Magic, Yield Wolf, or Beefy Finance, those are all the same LP, so you need to remove them. They are no longer getting rewards. And again, not financial advice, but you may want to unpair that LP and use some eShare and BNB to sell. Then you have more dry powder to go into the NFTs. So again, not financial advice. Everybody is willing, able to do whatever they want. But even if eShare does appreciate in value, I think a lot of people are worried about selling their eShare now. But again, you may be able to leverage your eShare by selling it, buying the NFTs, and the NFTs could go up in value, 2 or 3x. And now you're accumulating more eShare because it yields eShare. So again, not financial advice. I know a lot of you on this AMA are very familiar with the protocol, so I'm happy to give that insight. But it may be a good idea to sell some eShare for more dry powder into the NFTs. But the real play, and again, I've said this on multiple AMAs, is EMP at the moment. Again, eShare is very, very volatile. And again, I'm not telling anybody what to do, so don't come back on the AMA and say, "Oh, you told me to sell eShare at 250. Now it's 800 or whatever." Don't be that guy or girl. But again, the real play is EMP. I mean, even right now we're at 50% off peg. And I may have misspoke on some of the AMAs, but there is a 50% increase on peg if you're confident that we'll eventually get back to peg. And in terms of dollar value, that's actually a 2x, not just a 50% increase, because again, you're doubling your entry point from 19 cents, up to what is that, 38. So 38 once we're back at peg. And so literally, you're able to almost have a guaranteed 2x on EMP itself by going in now. So again, not financial advice. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm simply pointing out, different ways to play the game. So hopefully that helps put some clarification on things and as we get ready to move forward. So LA, my voice is getting shot here. So I guess, can you go over the legendary auction real fast, and I'll fill in the gaps. I hate to put you on the spot again, but yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So tomorrow it's already Friday tomorrow. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. AJ, do you remember what that is in UTC? I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, oh man, I gotta pull it up. I want to say 5 p.m. UTC, but I'll double check. 6 p.m. Thank you. Yep.
Sorry, I didn't. My dinner's on the stove and it's sizzling.
I hear it. It sounds yummy, man.
I didn't want to stand too close to it.
I haven't eaten all day. Am I invited over?
I haven't either. So
invite me over, please. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. UTC. We are opening up the blind auction. So how that works is there are 2 legendaries up for auction. Just want to say, we actually got to see them finally. And I mean, they are just so damn badass cool. I'm so excited. We are going to be showing a little teaser video soon. But anyways, there's going to be 2 up for auction, and there's going to be a bidding form. And you're going to be able to, I'm so sorry that's so loud.
No, you're good.
You're going to be able to submit the bids as often as you want throughout the 24 hours. So you can just resubmit the form. And every once in a while, we're going to come on the Telegram, the Discord, as well as MDB's Discord, and let everyone know what the highest bid is. So it's going to be really fun, really competitive. I've already seen people chattering about getting in. I was actually just in Silverback, a Gorillas group, and people were talking about getting in for the legendary auction in there just before the AMA.
I love it. But yeah, no doubt, LA. They're going to be killer, and we will, like Ellie said, there will be a form, and again, hopefully later tonight or first thing tomorrow, we'll be able to finally release what these NFTs, the 2 that we're auctioning off. One of them is a reoccurring theme. I think a lot of you may be able to figure it out on what I'm referred to as a lot. So one of those is going to be incredible, and then another one is also super badass. And so
cool.
Yeah, the highest bidder will get first right of refusal, meaning they can choose what one they want, and then the second highest bidder will have access to the second one. So, and again, we will be checking wallet addresses. So when you submit your form, we'll ask you for your Discord or Telegram username as well as your wallet address, and you do need to have funds in your wallet to be able to confirm whatever bid that you're making. So don't try to be cute, and submit bids. We're going to be checking up on all that. But again, even if the first bid doesn't go through for whatever reason, it'll be honored to the next highest bid. I know for me personally, I'll be using some of my own funds to try to get in as well. These things are awesome. So the Infinity NFTs went for over $10,000. So we'll see what happens. Even if it's a little bit less. Again, those were only a few NFTs. We have a total of 5 legendaries for us because yeah, if you don't get an opportunity to bid on the NFT, you will actually be able to win one of the NFTs through the mint. So the other 3 NFTs out of those total 5 legendaries will be randomly distributed in the mint on Sunday. So again, that's why you may want to try to grab 1 or 2, or at least more than 1 NFT to up your chances of getting a legendary, at random. So, and again, those legendaries, they're not going to produce any more yield than the other NFTs. Again, we did this to be very fair, and that we can account for, all the money coming in, and we're not giving away, unproportional rewards. However, by owning one of these NFTs, you will automatically be an Ultra VIP. Again, even if you're already a VIP, you'll get even early access to all the upcoming detonators as a service, any of our partnerships where they offer us whitelist opportunities, you'll be guaranteed to get in. Again, I mean, you're essentially, in line of investment, as a team member. So, the legendaries are very, very valuable. Even though the yield is the same, they'll have a ton of future use case as well. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Again, just be ready for that to be launched. Again, we're running on all cylinders, so we're running out of time a little bit here. But again, you'll have a full 24 hours to bid. So get ready, and again, more info as soon as we get off of this AMA. But that's really the major updates. Again, I know we've been seeing a great uptick in PEG and eShare, and again, I would say try to control your FOMO, but this is a great sign that the ecosystem is gonna recover, and we're delivering on everything that we've always said we would do is finally happening. Again, those of you that have been here for the long run, that it's only a matter of time. It's not if, it's when. So again, shout out to all of you for the support. We saw a lot of familiar faces on the AMAs, and that's really important to help us boost our engagement. So again, tomorrow, if any of you are free, please make sure you're joining all of these AMAs that we do and sharing the content as well. So we have an awesome video on our YouTube page. It's only 10 minutes long, and it gives everything you need to know about this NFT, and that's a perfect video to share to somebody. And LA, real fast too, again, I know you're cooking dinner. I'm sorry to keep calling on you here, but we also have an email reminder as well. So can you tell everybody what that link is, and we'll post it as well. But yeah.
Yep, we can do that in the group.
All right, perfect. It's going to be empmoney.com/NFT, and we'll post that link. But again, you don't have to be part of that email to get access. Again, I don't want anybody being confused. It's simply a reminder of the launch on Sunday. So hopefully all of you can join us there and get ready. So yeah, I mean, that pretty much wraps it up. I have time for at least 2 or 3 questions, or another 10 or 20 minutes at most. But yeah, anybody have anything they want to add or questions, feel free.
AJ, I can't believe you still have a voice after
Thanks, Joe.
after today. You were on an ultra marathon there. I unfortunately was working today, so I didn't catch most of them. But when I came home, I did catch a couple of the live ones you had towards the end, and I did listen to one you did earlier. So thank you so much for representing us. You always do a great job, and definitely your enthusiasm, honesty, integrity always come through, and that's why I'm here, and I think that's why everyone else is here. And that's no BS. He's not paying me to say that. That's truly how I feel from my heart. But
Right on,
you
Joe.
did it to me again. You did it to me again, or basically I have no willpower. I was not going to do the NFT because I have a good position in the reactor, but after taking it in, I was just like, absolutely, this is a no-brainer. It's basically a second position with reactor. I think of it as a reactor position paired up with like a magic auto vault. It does all the work for you. It covers the fees, and all you do is sit back and just enjoy the rewards. And the fact that it can do a 5-2. I mean, think of it this way: you buy one NFT for 300. You're basically going into the reactor and doubling your 300 to 600 because you're doing the win it now, but you don't need whatever the amount is. What is it, 30,000 plus?
Yeah, exactly.
To do it, you're doing it with $300. It's going to be $600 value instantly. And if you were to say even have 600 in the reactor, that's not enough to get one lottery ticket. So let's just say you were able to squeak out one lottery ticket after a few weeks of compounding. You're getting 50 tickets right off the bat. Granted, you're going to split the price, but that's still 50 tickets every day for $300. So 300 becomes 600, 50 lottery tickets every day. And you know what that means? I mean, just ask Florida Joe. 50 tickets means you have a high probability of winning. So, I mean, that 600 is going to grow even more, mathematically. So to me, it's like, why wouldn't I spend at least 300? So for me, I'm not doing one. I'm going to do a bunch. I'm really excited. Hopefully I can click the button fast enough because Army, VIP, we don't have any special treatment in this. It's a equal opportunity for everyone. So it's kind of like when, they give away cheap TVs around Christmas and you have to stand in front of the line. But at least here you don't have to stand in the line, but you better be fast with that mouse because I think they're going to go quick. I'm really excited.
I love it, Joe. Man, every time you jump on, brother, you get me even more hyped. So if I'm feeling like tired tomorrow, you and I have to do a private call so you get me hyped up again. But yeah, literally everything Joe just said, is what we've been building on. And yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to dox Joe too much, but he is a major whale in our ecosystem. And the fact that he sees, the value in these NFTs, even though he has massive positions in our protocol already, that's bullish. And he's 100% right. I mean, again, if you're new to EMP, I would say definitely try to get at least some exposure in Detonator or Reactor on your own. But again, if you're willing to invest like, say $1,000, maybe take 500 of that, or again 300 to go into an NFT, and 700 into the protocol itself. But this really is, and it really depends on your investment style, because if you don't want to have to compound every day, yeah, you may be able to make a little bit more doing it on your own. But if that is something that you're not willing to commit to, then yeah, these NFTs are a perfect solution as essentially an auto compounder. Again, nobody is managing funds for you. We're all of this is being done through decentralized, trustless smart contracts. So again, no expectation of profit from the work of others, but this is a great opportunity to yield passively, with exposure to not only our ecosystem, but to MDB as well. And again, I mean, you get rewarded in eShare and MDB, and both of those are income producing assets. So, we're all here to make money. So I would definitely say sell some of your MDB and some of your eShare, but you want to also take some of those and stake them either in the boardroom or Reactor on your own, pair it up with BNB, put it in Reactor, or with the MDB, put it in their staking protocol, and now you're able to earn even more yield on top of yield that you've already received. So again, I just there's an absolute no-brainer. Like Joe said, I know personally I'm trying to accumulate some NFTs. The treasury will be doing everything it can to accumulate, and we will be doing what they call sweeping the floor of these NFTs. So once we get our third party or secondary market partner. Again, we've been in talks with NFT Trade or NF Trade. Again, it's a little confusing. It's nftrade.com is the actual URL. But that is where we will be buying back some of these NFTs to make sure there is a strong floor price as well. So again, and that's another thing we talked about a lot on the AMAs today, but when you buy one of these NFTs, your original capital is not locked up. I mean, if you're not happy with the APR or something comes up and you have to sell, then you can sell these NFTs on the secondary market for theoretically more than what you paid for them. So again, not only are you able to maybe earn on price appreciation, but you're also able to earn on what the yield they're producing is. So yeah, amazing points, Joe. And yeah, man, I know a lot of people are starting to think, man, I don't want to miss out on this, so they're gonna try to get them while they can. So again, we'll be releasing a link about 24 hours ahead of time. It will be on the MDB website, so we're not minting on EMP, we're minting on the MDB website. Don't ever respond to DMs or any random links that you see. Make sure it's pinned in all of our socials. And yeah, you'll be able to buy with BUSD. And again, there is no maximum on how many you can buy. Only that 500 will be available per window. So again, if you go to buy them and somebody already bought them, your transaction will fail and you don't lose any money. You may lose a little bit in gas, but again, nothing major. And then you have to wait for the next window and try to buy them again. So again, I think that the more and more AMAs I do, the more and more confident I get that I think we're going to see a sellout. And that is a $1.5 million entering our protocol. So really exciting stuff. But all right, I have time for one more question. Or LA, was there any other questions you wanted me to go over? Yeah, go ahead.
Goopy has one in the main chat. He says, what kind of investment is the team looking to use for EMP supercharges, and how transparent will the team be with the investments?
Yes, so again, I dropped a little bit of this alpha on one of the AMAs. I don't even remember what one it was, but we are going to get better about our accounting. So after this month, we're going to be a lot better about what we release to the public as far as our holdings and what investments we have. Some of that still needs to be a little bit vague just for security purposes. There are treasury wallets that we do not disclose just to protect ourselves. But we will be a lot better as far as that transparency. And to answer your question with the superchargers, so we already discussed we most likely will be doing a large investment into Splinterland. So I mentioned it a few times where we are using the Splex protocol, SPLEXX or EX.com, and that is an automated service that will rent out your cards for you. And so with the referral fees that we've gotten from Splinterlands already, there's well over $1,000 of cards that the protocol, EMP, the protocol owns. And so we probably will be adding to that and using that as a revenue stream to then buy and burn EMP over time. So again, we have a few different options that we're going to weigh out, but that was one that I was comfortable, discussing publicly. So yeah, we're excited. And Joe, I mean, you can attest. What percentage is your Splex bot paying out? Can you talk about that real fast?
Yeah. The only thing is there was some programming change they did, so it kind of screwed up a lot of people's rental calculations over the past few days.
Okay.
But in the past, when I cherry picked cards, I was up between 60 and 80% for a long time. But then I got kind of hooked into battling, so my focus was on getting as many cards as possible to level up and battle, and then I would take the excess and send them over into the rentals since they were sitting idle. So I no longer focus on rentals. That just becomes my disposable cards for disposable income, I guess you could say, because I don't have to do anything.
For sure.
But I've dropped down probably closer to 20%, which, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at, 20% for doing nothing. But I'm doing really well on the battle side. And, just for full disclosure, I can say everything I got from EMP, being able to use the EMP to go over there, win the rewards, get DEC credits, get Splinter shards, be able to stake my LPs and get more SPL, and then further stake those SPL rewards to earn even more. I mean, it's kind of like EMP, where it's just a money loop where you're earning money on the interest that you earned already, and you just keep doing that full circle, and then you got that whole game aspect. And I've been able to build a portfolio of cards. Right now, they're worth up to just shy of $40,000. So, AJ, I'm coming for you, but it might take like 10 years.
I
but
love
that's
it, man.
my goal.
Yeah, no doubt. Well,
My goal is to go into a battle with you, as soon as I can. But, I don't think you're slowing down anytime soon with your massive size. But I've actually been able to move up all the way into Diamond 1, and then next I'll go into that Champion League, which I'm really excited for.
I love it, Joe. Man, again, you have no idea, how much that warms my heart, because I know it's a lot of big undertaking getting into Splinterlands, but once you do, that light bulb moment, again, we talk about that a lot, that light bulb moment is like, man, this ecosystem is incredible. And so, yeah, to your point, I mean, my card value, I have about $400,000 of cards. Again, in saying that out loud is a little bit insane. But yeah, and so, we definitely plan on accumulating more assets in Splinterlands that is protocol owned assets. And to Joe's point, I mean, again, I said that the rental bot just for ease of access, but we also have a professional player, Belarge. He's in our Discord, and he helps manage our guild and gives free advice to anybody about Splinterlands. But he actually plays my large deck, the one that is, like Joe said, champion level. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm sure, he would be able to play a competitive deck for us, for a revenue share, that would be even more than what we could get for renting. So we have a lot of different ways to produce income that is completely, outside of our ecosystem, but is also very, conservative and transparent. We're not going to be buying shit coins with all the percentages that we have. I mean, we may have a very small allocation for some moonshots, that if they do hit, we all win. But again, we're looking to build, assets for the future. And again, now during a bear market, it's a perfect time to do that. So, all right, awesome. Hopefully that helps answer Goopy for sure. So, all right, on that note, again, unless there's anything else super important in LA, was there any other questions that you saw, or are we good to go? Oh, I think LA started eating dinner. Oh, okay.
No, I'm just looking because I was eating and not paying attention to the questions.
Yep, no worries.
Hello, AJ.
Hey, there he is, Kirk. What's up, brother?
Hey.
So yeah, do you have something you want to add real fast? Go ahead, bro.
Just really quick. I know that you are trying to get off this call. So first of all, just backing up on what Joe said too. And the other thing is I still do the Splinterlands card rental, and that's all I do. And I don't play. And it has come down a little bit, but it's still in the 20 to 30% range for me too, like he said. And the other thing is that it's a great way, in my opinion, I'm just interested in collecting and saving DEC, which is their dark energy crystal token, which is 0.0006 right now and has been as high as 13 cents. There's a huge opportunity there, in my opinion, not financial advice, to take that and just use it as a long-term investment play. So I'm doing that. So that's a lot of fun. But the question that I had was back to the NFTs, which is the main subject here. One thing one thing I wanted to say too was for people to think about what I've been thinking about too is, we've heard for a long time, mostly with Detonator because it's been around the longest, but this whole thing about being locked into the contract once you go into one of our Detonator contracts, and some people have even not done their homework and didn't even realize they couldn't get their money back. But like you were alluding to earlier, don't forget that these NFTs basically are a position in Reactor, like Joe's saying, but it's a position you can get out of.
Totally.
And, I think that's really powerful, especially for some people her bags may not be huge. So you want to think about that too, because you're going to be able to basically act as if you are in Reactor, but you're doing it through an NFT, which also allows you to get out. So think about that. My question was, what was my question? Now I was talking too fast. I wanted to know real quick if you could explain how technically the wallet, is there going to be, I guess what I'm asking is the treasury going to work from one wallet managing these NFTs, or are they going to go into Reactor in multiple wallets, and how can we as investors know what's going on there? Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely, Kirk. So again, that's what Jake is working on behind the scenes right now. The initial idea is that it will be multiple wallets. But again, if there's a way that we can get more of the investment in sooner, obviously we'll do that. But really, I mean, no matter what happens, it's not gonna dilute the people that are already in Reactor. If anything, it'll be the other way. I mean, again, yes, your pool share, may go down because there's a ton of new volume, but now your LP and your daily burst is worth much more again, and that also is including the potential price appreciation on eShare. I mean, even today, we've already seen a 2x from the bottom, if not more. So, again, there's a lot of variables in that. It's just going to depend on how the actual smart contracts that Jake develops are able to interact in the most, conservative way possible. But yeah, does that help answer? I mean, again, I wish I had a definite answer, but the plan right now is multiple wallets utilizing that win it now function to 2x, and then we become the largest good actor in Reactor, and by utilizing the 5-2 strategy, which again is based on daily percentages, so that's 70% compounded and 30% claimed, we're able to give out these rewards without really impacting the contract overall, because as long as we're compounding, then we're setting a floor of that price as well. So, and I think too, we may be able to see APR, go up, or at least the dollar value in terms of APR go up, and that could be another catalyst for more people entering in Reactor. So, and even like I said earlier, the eShare rewards, I mean, even if you sold half of your eShare for BNB and then paired that up as new LP and then use that to go into Reactor, now there is a ton of new volume daily going into Reactor, essentially risk-free, and that's really where we could see the pool balance just absolutely explode. So again, I'm not trying to overhype things. The APR and the pool balance could go down over, not immediately, obviously, because we're 1.5 million coming in, but after that, the pool balance may go down again. I mean, we just don't know, but everything is cyclical. So even if it does go down, we'll have other mechanisms to make it go back up again. So yeah, hopefully, does that help, Kirk?
Yeah. No, thanks. I appreciate you taking the time.
All right, awesome, brother. No, that was a great question. So, and I have one more question. Vino, I gotta give him the floor. There he is. Again, Vino, you've been here every day in all the AMAs, bro. So I'll take an extra, 10 minutes to answer anything you say, man. So what's up, bro? Go ahead.
Not a whole lot. I want to start off by commending you and LA and everybody else involved with all these AMAs. They've all been really insightful, and I'm just happy to join every single one because there's little nuggets in each one that you might miss. So shout out to you and everybody else.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot, man. No doubt. Like you said, every AMA you may get a little bit of a nugget, not only about the NFTs, but also about the protocol as a whole and how we're, developing for the future for sure. So,
But I did want to ask one question to piggyback on Kirk's question. Um, I'm obviously not a developer and I don't know how the smart contracts work on the back end, but with having multiple wallets within the reactor, are all of those set up with some sort of multi-sig for security, or maybe you could enlighten how that works, maybe on the back end just a little bit?
yep, no doubt. So again, we'll have a lot more info on this as it gets a little bit closer, and even after once we start, putting the funds in. Again, there may be a day or two after the mint that we just get everything set up. So we'll make sure we maximize everybody's rewards. But there again, I'm just giving a disclaimer that there may be a little bit of a window while we get all this set up. And so, but that being said, yeah, I mean the plan is to have multiple wallets under either a multi-sig or through a smart contract itself where that smart contract manages multiple wallets, but they're not accessible outside of that smart contract. And as long as that smart contract has multi-sig, or some other form of locking it, then that is very, very safe. So yeah, I mean we're always super concerned about safety, and we're taking that very seriously. Again, knock on wood, we've never had an exploit to date, and we're going to continue that track record, moving forward. So, Drake is literally one of the most talented developers in all of crypto. And again, I dropped a little bit of alpha a few weeks ago that we have, or a few days ago rather, that we have submitted for a Paladin audit on our detonator as a service contract, or detonator again because it's closed source. We're getting that audited so that everybody can be confident even though they can't see the code. And I can tell you, based on the conversation between the auditor and Jake, it really reinstilled in me how incredibly valuable Jake is to us. And again, I mean, he's unlike anybody I've ever worked with before. And even the audit companies are like, man, this guy knows his shit. So again, I hope that instills some confidence, and we'll never do anything that takes our security for granted. So yeah, does that help?
Yep, absolutely. Thank you very much. And I'm really excited about that Paladin audit. I actually saw it the day that you guys applied for it.
Yeah, man,
I was just perusing around a little bit.
I love it. Yeah, again, Vino had all the alpha. Again, yes, we have submitted, and they have a tracker where it says submitted for, reviewed and then completed. So we're hoping by the end of the month we should be fully completed, and that will open up even more opportunity through other huge protocols. Again, I can't say who they are. A lot of you, I mean, all of you will know who they are once we finally announce it, but that could also open up major doors for us scaling the detonator as a service long term. So, again, the NFT is the number one priority right now, but not if, but when we sell out completely, then we'll keep everybody up to date on the next development schedule. So yeah, and two, I know a lot of people have been asking in the AMAs, if this is successful, will there be other NFTs that you want to drop or be able to incorporate? And yeah, I would say absolutely. So again, I'm sure we would partner with MDB again in the future. We may do one or two in between on our own, but we would definitely want to utilize, maybe Detonator or other, cultivator or generator, or even, some other outside of the box utility and yield for these NFTs. So yeah, we're gonna definitely explore all of that. So all right, awesome. Anything else, Vino?
No, I just want to say thank you for putting security first and foremost, being transparent with everything that you do. I've never lost a dollar here, and I'm looking forward to the future.
All right, awesome, brother. Yes, sir. And again, we definitely want the community to hold us accountable, and we will always do right by all of you. So, again, not financial advice, just based on our track record and what we've been doing. So, all right, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. Again, I'm going to try to grab some dinner and get rested up for tomorrow. LA, one last time I'm going to call on you. Do you have the schedule for tomorrow? You want to just give everybody a quick breakdown of what we're doing tomorrow?
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? While I pull that up, I just want to say a sincere thank you to everybody who has been tuning in to the AMAs, who has been retweeting, who's been sharing the posts, commenting, all that stuff. I mean, some of you are on one, two, three, four, 6 AMAs with us today. Today's been a crazy, amazing day. So whatever you've done to help out, wherever you've been to support us over this past week, I just want to say a huge thank you, because every little bit that every single one of you does helps. So just huge shout out to you.
Yes, that's absolutely true, LA. We couldn't do it without
Mhm.
everybody. It is a collective effort. And, I mean, every single person that we have done an AMA with so far has said, man, your community is unbelievable. And again, if all of you were not actually putting in the effort and showing up, that wouldn't be what they're saying. So, again, we're going to get there all together because all of you are investing in your investment, like Bull loves to say, even if it might
Mhm.
not be, financial investment, you're putting in, that sweat equity to help all of us. So yeah, go ahead, LA.
Yeah. So we've got 4 more back-to-back Friday AMAs tomorrow. The first 2 to kick off the day are pretty insanely massive. So the first one to kick off the day is in Caesar Calls. It's a pretty insanely massive Telegram group with 85,000 people in it. So AJ's gonna rock the house to start off in there, and
Totally.
then we then we move on over to Golem's Gems, another insanely massive Telegram group with 40,000 subscribers. And I mean, these AMAs in these groups typically get about 1.5 to 2.5 thousand people watching the AMAs. You can see a little eyeball on the bottom once they end in the groups, and I can see how many people have watched. Some of them have had up to 7.5 thousand people watching the AMAs. No pressure, AJ.
Yeah, no doubt, LA. Yeah. No, I don't
But this
get
is going to
nervous.
be huge. Considering our legendary auction starts tomorrow, considering our peg is on the rise, considering our mint is on Sunday, to have these 2 big ones towards the end of the week is pretty massive for us. So tomorrow to kick off Friday is going to be Fire Friday. We've got Cardinal House at 2 p.m. We're excited about that. We've got Matt Bills at 3 p.m. We love him. His videos are always super genuine, authentic, awesome. And he's going to be interviewing AJ on his YouTube channel. So we're really excited about that one. And then AJ gets a break after that until our AMA.
Perfect. Yep, so absolutely. Again, another round, and then we even have one on Saturday as well. We're filling in a few last minute. Saturday will be your bonks again. So I know a lot of you may have seen the first Ebonks video. That had like 10,000 views within the first 24 hours. So for whatever reason, that video went viral, and that was more about my personal story, as well as a little bit about EMP as well. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna bring it home hard, and like Liz said, tomorrow is a round of more of the calls groups, which traditionally they're more the ape in and ape out. But we have had a long-term relationship with both. We did AMAs with them when we first started, and we saw a ton of volume on the token. So again, I think between that and this NFT that is super bullish, I think it's going to generate even more buzz. So, all right, awesome. Well, again, thanks LA for filling in all the gaps and filling in for me where I can't. Even one of the AMAs today ran a little bit late, and without hesitation, LA jumped in and kicked things off for me to join later. And again, Bull has been making the rounds, and all the other private groups promoting. So we're all here doing what we can to make it happen. So and yeah, I had a lot going on, but it's all been worth it. So all right. On that note, I'm gonna wrap it up early. Again, make sure you compound in Detonator as well in about 10 minutes here or a little more. So don't forget to do that, even though we're gonna log off early. I just gotta rest my voice for tomorrow. So again, shout out to all of you, and let's bring it home. As best we can by promoting not only our blind auction starting tomorrow, but then the actual mint of the NFT on Sunday. So, all right, everybody, much love and good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.